Welcome to the ninth lecture of the second unit, that is highway material and pavement, and also road drainage and road arboriculture. Right. So in this class, in the previous class, we have studied about what is drainage and why it is so useful important in the highways. Right. So today we will see some types of drainage facilities that we are going to provide in the for the highways. Right. So today we are going to study surface highway drainage, subsurface highway drainage, and types of subsurface highway drainage. Now, what is this subsurface highway drainage? First, we will see that. Right, increase in the moisture content means moisture means water content. You can say, but the water content might be different, but the moisture content is different. Moisture content means the content of water in the some other material. That you can say moisture, but directly the content of water is more than and the water is available in the free state, then it is called water content. Right, the increase in the moisture content of the subgrade shall decrease its strength and stability. The variation in the moisture content of subgrade are caused by percolation of rainwater, fluctuation in the groundwater, and capillary waters, etc. So these are the two important, that is rainwater, groundwater, and the capillary water. Right, these are the main water source that disturbs the subgrade and will reduce its stability and strength. The main objective of the subsurface drainage is keep the highest water table fairly below the level of subgrade. I told you in the previous class that the height or a difference between the subgrade and the highest water table should be around 1.2 meters, right? So that the subgrade and the pavement layers are not subjected to the excessive moisture. Right, method of providing subsurface or the subsurface drainage. First one is the drainage in the areas where high water table is there. If there is a high water table, then how you are going to maintain or reduce the uh, high water table? Right, drainage. Drainage to control capillary rise. Capillary rise means from the pores of the soil, the water tries to move upwards, right? Try to rise upwards, so against the gravity. That is called as capillary rise. Drainage to control the seepage flow. Seepage flow means along the gradient of the soil or the pores in the soil, right? This seepage may occur, right, with the gravitation flow. Right, it was against the gravitational flow. It is with the gravitational flow, the force, this water flows through the subsoil. So to how to control these three, we will see in the uh, today's class. Right. So here is your water table. Actually, this was your water table. You want to reduce it, lower it down. Right. What you're going to do is you're going to have a trench. Okay, you're going to um, dig a trench on the both the sides of the road, right? Then you're going to place the longitudinal drain pipes, and above that you're going to fill those trenches then again with the sand, filter sand, and the upper surface is sealed with the clay. Okay, so whenever the water tries to come above this level, above the drain pipe, So the water will percolate into the drainage pipe because it is a perforated one, and also the filtered sand will allow the water to pass into it. Right? It is porous, so the water will pass into it. Once the water gets into the drainage pipe, it has been provided at a slope, longitudinal slope. So with that slope, it is carried away. So in this way, you're trying to control the water table and not allowing it to move towards this subgrade of the road, right? To the subgrade lift. We are trying to avoid to go to the subgrade layer, right? So for that, what you're going to do, you're going to prepare a trench on the both the sides, if necessary, or one side, right? You're going to provide a top surface perforated pipe over which you're going to fill the filter sand, and at the top of the on the road surface, you're going to seal it with the clay. So when the water tries to move towards the subgrade, that water will drain into longitudinal drains. With the help of the longitudinal slope, this water is taken to the away from the roads, right? If the soil is relatively permeable, where water is allowed to flow, it may be possible to lower the water table by constructing a longitudinal drain trench with the drain pipes and the filter sand, and top of the trench is covered with the clay seal. Whatever I explained you with the help of the image, the same thing has been told here. If the soil is relatively less permeable, the lowering of the ground may not be adequate. Hence, in addition to the longitudinal drains, transverse drains are also installed at a suitable intervals in the effective runoff of the water. This would hold good only when the soil is permeable. So when the soil is impermeable, right, you are going to provide a transverse drains at some equal intervals, at effective equal intervals, so that you avoid the water coming over the subgrade, right? It is the same thing, but here you are trying to control the capillary rise. What is capillary rise? When it's tried to move upwards through the pores of the soil. Right? So to avoid that, what are we going to do? We are going to do the same arrangement as we made in the previous subsoil high water rise on drainage facility. Same thing, but here we are going to add something extra. If you can see here, we are going to provide the transverse drainage system. So if the water is trying to, if you can see here, if the water is trying to move upwards in this direction, right, in the previous case, what was happening? The water was going upwards, but it was draining in this side because of the permeability of the soil, but it is impermeable, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to provide the transverse drain. So when the due to the capillary rise, when the water tries to move upwards, it gets into collected into the transverse drain, and transverse drain will allow flow the water into the longitudinal drains, and it will be taken to the collecting tank from where it is taken out. It is nothing but the same. Only one thing is been added, that is transverse drains, right? If the water is reaching the subgrade due to the capillary rise, is likely to detrimental it. It is possible to solve the problem by arresting the capillary rise. It can be done by following methods. A layer of granular material of suitable thickness is provided during the construction of embankment. between the subgrade and the highest level of subsurface water level. It will be in the between, not at the subgrade or not at the high water table. It will be in the between of the both. Alternate method is providing capillary cuts of and insert an impermeable or bituminous layer in the place of granular blanket. So what it is trying to say is, by not providing the granular layer or a drainage pipe, perforated drainage pipe, we are going to provide an impermeable layer, so it will not allow the water to pass through it only. Okay, that is another method. Last is, this is when this happens in the hilly areas. We are going to construct the roads along the hills, right? The water will try to flow from the top of the hills to the sides, right, like this, right? So at that time, what we do, at the edge of the roads near the hillside, right, we are going to provide a trench with this, with the filter material and the perforated drains, right? So when the water tries to enter the road, it gets into the drainage facilities, and from there we take it out, right? By this way, we are trying to reduce the seepage line. The water, if this drainage was not there, it would get into here, right, like this. So to avoid the seepage flow, we are going to provide the trenches of drains with the perforated pipes and the filter sand, same way that we provided in the previous, but this will be on the one side only, because in the other side it is sloping downwards, so no need of any drainage facilities, right? When generally the ground as well as the impervious strata are below are sloping, seepage flow is likely to exist. If the seepage is at a depth less than 0.6 to 0.9 meters from the subgrade levels, the longitudinal pipes drain in trenches are filled with the materials, and the clay seal may be made constructed to intercept the flow. Right. This is what are the three methods of highway subsurface drainage. It is below the ground, so it is called subsurface drainage. It is not on the ground or above the ground, it is below the ground. First one is for to control the high water table. Second was to control the capillary rise action. The fourth was to avoid the seepage flow. This happens in the hilly areas, where the water starts flowing from the top of the hill and gets into the subgrades. So to avoid the water seepage to happen in the subgrade, so what we do, we provide a trench that side, not on the both the sides. In the previous two cases, we are providing the drains on the both the sides, right? So that's all for today.